get the fucking swords. And so Garrett and I both got fucking swords, and we're just like, whack, just like a little whap, hit him in the leg, and just like, no, you go. And then Garrett's like, fucking whack, and it's like, nothing. So then like slowly but surely, we start hitting him in the legs, and we're just
beating.
We're going like harder and harder. Can you get my chilled glass out of the freezer, sir?
Serious?
I'm dead serious. I need a chilled mug before I can tell these stories. Yes, Adam, need a chilled mug,
so yeah,
please.
why did we get? Did you find Ben on Craigslist? Because I remember I found Becca on Craigslist, our other roommate.
Don't remember who found him. But
we were a roommate as well.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
Didn't work out. I wonder why.
Out for us.
Well, it didn't work out.
I mean,
for
I got
us.
laid, but
That's exactly
I guess it worked out a little bit.
Okay, so Ben, he was a good dude in a lot of ways, but
in theory.
Maybe if we smoked weed back then.
Yeah, if we smoked weed back then, and if we were just a little bit more chill, and also if we weren't quite as clean as we were, like we're not clean people, as you know. You've been to my house; it's not clean. But this guy thought he thought we were like way too clean compared to him. Like you go into his room, oh my god, like. If we just let him have the house the way he wanted to run the house would be a disaster.
You could.
He was also like he was like a big fat guy basically. He was a big fat guy from Pennsylvania.
Sweaty.
He would sweat a lot.
Smoker.
He was a smoker, but he would
Good
also.
people. I'm looking at you.
Good people.
I'm looking
he
at
would
you.
also just binge drink his fucking ass off and
to fall asleep by
Are you
himself.
talking about?
to fall asleep by himself.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So like. There was a
Talking
couple.
about us?
Yeah, that works. Are you talking about me? Is
Yeah,
that
so
what
he would go on these like benders and just chug like shit loads of beer and then just pass out and good luck waking him up. He was like a beached whale, right?
I have a mini story that accurately sums up what it's like trying to logic with this guy and live with this guy at the same time. And it's a mini story, which will lead up to the much bigger story.
All right.
But the mini story
Start
of
with
him
mini? Yeah.
is one day Gavin and I are at work or something or school. Can't remember. This is when we were in college, obviously. And this is before I transferred to UCLA and before he went to UC, we were in community college. And what is it? He broke a glass or something. It was one of our glasses. He breaks one of our glasses. Not a big deal. I mean, it could happen. But I come home. I get no text message warning me about anything. I get home and I find one of our towels out of our bathroom, not like our hand towel, like you dry yourself off after you get out of shower towels, on the floor, pushed up into the corner of the kitchen floor, squeezed up into the corner. And inside this now disgusting, dirty, moist towel, it's still all wet, is nothing but broken glass shards in our towel. Okay. And it's just kind of kicked into the corner of the floorboards under the sink in the kitchen. And I'm like, what, Ben, like, what happened? He's just like, oh yeah, I broke a glass. Just like, okay, man, like, why didn't you clean it up? He's just like, yeah, I wiped it up, I did. It's just like, well, why'd you use the towel? Actually, I actually have a lot of experience with this, bro, and the fibers of the towel actually helps pick up the shards. So, yeah, that's why I use a towel, because it's actually the most superior method of cleaning up glass shards.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, like, maybe use
Right.
maybe use your towel next time. Maybe pick it up and then maybe do something with it. Like, don't just push it into the corner of the fucking kitchen floor
And
boards.
just like, oh, it's cleaned up
done.
now.
It's
Done.
good. We're fine.
Yeah.
Good
But-
luck taking a shower with your towel. Like, it wasn't like the towel under our sink. It was like the towel.
It's exfoliation.
It was like the towel that you hang up. Like, I just used it to shower the night before. It's like, hey man, I used your towel to clean up, to mop the floor of broken glass, and I left it on the floor for you. And then I'm the asshole who clearly doesn't know the most efficient way to pick up glasses. Like, I try to be like, why'd you use my towel? And then he talks down to me like I'm a moron who just doesn't have enough experience in my life. You know what I mean? It's like, well, actually, you haven't cleaned enough towels in your life, bro. Maybe you should think about it different.
Well,
That's what it's like living with this guy.
What's crazy is like it's not like we didn't have cleaning products. We had all the cleaning products required to clean up glass, and he was like, "No, I'm gonna use your
Please,
towel."
your towel.
Not my towel, your towel.
Yeah. So yeah, he's kind of a dummy. He's kind of a dummy.
Kind of a
But yeah, okay. So the epic story that I'm gonna tell is all true. There's no additional decorations. There's no exaggerating here. It all started with me, Garrett, and two of our friends, Eli and Abraham. We're just
Eli and Abraham.
Yeah, the two Mexican Jews.
Mexican Jews.
Mexican Jews.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Amen.
We became
Shalom, I
friends.
think.
We became friends because we started smoking cigars together with Eli.
Also,
cigars, man, make good friends with cigars.
That was literally
Yeah,
the thing that
turned
got
out
us
to be
together.
friends
He's like,
with.
"You guys want to smoke cigars?" He's like, "You guys like cigars? I'd be down to smoke cigars with you." That's how we met. Also, all of us, had fucked up religious parents. So we
all-
got to share in the like bullshit religious brainwashing childhood
Yeah,
experience.
they went to temple, we went to fucking church. Anyway, so we're just drinking, have a normal night, and Ben is being the weirdo dude that he
drunk.
is, and he's just in his room, and we don't really know what he's doing. Anyway, so then it comes time for us to go home, or to take Abraham and Eli home because they didn't have cars. Anyway, so we're like, okay, but it was tandem parking. So we had two parking spots, but in order for me to get my car out, he had to move his car because it was like one really, really long parking spot that you can fit two cars in. Anyway, so I was like, okay, no problem. Just got to move Ben's car, knock on his door. It's like music is blasting.
By the way, this is like
Blasting.
routine. Like we regularly have to be like, "Hey man, can you move your car?" Like,
Yeah,
we
no big
know,
problem.
Both of us know that we have a tandem parking spot. Like this is routine.
Yeah. So totally routine. We're just like, okay, let's get him to move his car. Anyway, we go to this door. It's like blasting music, right?
What kind of music?
I don't remember. Do you remember? I don't remember. But it was like there was music on. The lights were all on. Like you could see that the lights were on. You could hear music. We knock on the door, like no response. Like knock on the door louder, no response. And then I can't remember how many times we knocked on the door, but eventually we opened the door, and we're like, "Yo, Ben, you move a car?" Like, why isn't he? I'm thinking like, why is he not fucking answering me? You know what I mean? Anyway, open the door, and it's just like fucking a disaster. It's like you open the door and you're like, it's like the door's pushing
Like pushing
like
shit. Yeah,
laundry
yeah.
and stuff, right? Like the door pushes open, the place is just fucking wrecked.
It looked like a tornado just went through.
Like I had no
And it
idea.
stunk like fucking
Yeah, it looked like he just picked up his dirty clothes hamper and was just like, just like throwing clothes everywhere. Like, and then not only that, but like it was just disgustingly dirty. Like it was just like, oh, knocked over my ashtray just on the middle of the carpet. Nice little dark.
There's
spot
also like
there.
15 beer cans.
Yeah,
That he just crushed.
That's the first thing we notice is there's just empty beer cans fucking everywhere. And we see him, and he's just like, again, he's a big fat guy. He's just completely passed out, wearing all of his clothes, not under his blankets or anything, just on his bed, just covered in fucking beer cans. There's just beer cans everywhere. Like this dude probably drank like 15 beers and then just passed the fuck out, right? By himself for no reason, right? And then I think one time he just like, oh, dude, my ex-girlfriend called me. I'm like, so you drank 15 beers? Like, yeah, even if my ex-girlfriend called me, I wouldn't drink 15 beers. But anyway, so we're like, okay, we just gotta like wake him up. And then we're like trying to wake him up. And
Hey,
we're like,
we need your
fucking,
keys. We
we're
need
like,
your
hey,
keys.
we're like
We'll move your
clapping.
car.
We're like yelling his name, like, wake up. Like we're just standing around his bed. Like me, Garrett, and fucking Eli and Abraham are like,
it was mainly, yeah, it's just you and me.
it was just me and Garrett, but then Eli and Abraham were just kind of like waiting outside. We're like yelling his name, he won't fucking wake up. We're like shaking the bed, won't wake up. And we're like, fuck it. He's drunk, he's passed out. Let's just find his keys. So then we're just like, okay, fuck. This room is a disaster. Where the fuck is his keys? We look in all the normal places, coffee table, desk, we check his pocket. Like we look at his, belt loop, his pockets.
We're searching his belt loop. Like while he's wearing it, we're like pushing him, looking. Is there any We're like checking his
Just passed
pockets
out.
while he's out.
Just past.
I'm like looking through pants that are all like he's got like 20 pairs of shorts and pants all on the floor. I'm looking through the pockets, all of them. We're in his room looking for his keys. I want to say a solid 5 minutes, or maybe like 2.5 minutes. Both of us just searching.
And it's a really small room.
Yeah,
Like it's
tiny.
a very small room.
Yeah.
And we're just like, where the fuck are these keys? And I was like, are they by the front door? We checked the front door. No, they're not there. We're just like, fuck, we gotta wake him up and just like how do we wake him up? So we go back to the like yelling his name or whatever.
Clapping.
Clapping
Right in his face.
We
Ben!
start just grabbing him
Ben!
and shaking him like
Ben!
Ben.
Ben!
We're like screaming. We're like
Right in his
screaming
face.
and
Right in his
laughing. We're like laughing hysterically on like how ridiculous. Like Ben! Oh my fucking god! I just screamed in his head, and he's
I'm
still wake
expecting
up.
him to wake up and punch me at some
Yeah,
point.
yeah. I'm like, I think he was only our roommate for like a month at this point in time, right? So we didn't even know him that well at this point in time. And then so eventually we're like, fuck, how are we gonna wake this dude up? So Garrett and I, we did karate in high school, and we had these.
Did you karate chop him?
No, we just hear me out.
Even better.
Yeah, even better. So we had these foam fucking karate swords, right?
Yeah.
And we had them in the closet. And I think it was me. I think I was like, Garrett, get the fucking what were they called? Like
Get the Chambara swords.
Chambara swords. I was like, Garrett, get
Or
the
Chambara swords.
Chambara swords, maybe. We might be butchering that. But anyway, we're like, get the fucking swords. And so Garrett and I both got fucking swords, and we're just like, whap, just like a little whap, hit him in the leg, and just like, no, you go. And it's Garrett's like, fucking whap. And it's like, nothing. So then, like, slowly but surely, we start hitting him in the legs, and we're just
beating him.
we're just going,
some
we're going like
unconscious.
harder and harder
These
and
things
harder.
like it wasn't like a normal foam. Like it's a special like
Yeah.
material that I guess that like they marketed the swords like they were made by like NASA material or something.
It was probably all bullshit, but I mean, essentially,
It was denser than like your like a pool.
like
it was
Nerf.
denser
Yeah.
than a pool noodle. You know what I mean? It was like you're whacking somebody with a pool noodle, but like denser
Wood
than
in the
that.
middle, Yeah.
Yeah, and on the inside, it was like for the first half, it was
Harder.
hard, and then the top half would be kind of a little
Yeah.
bit flimsy. But anyway, so we're beating him in the legs harder and harder and harder, just one at a time, like whap, whap,
Dude woke
whap,
up with like
whap,
welts all
whap,
over his
whap.
legs.
And then like eventually he fucking wakes up, but he just like, "Wah," and then he just like sees me and Garrett, like
Swords.
two fucking twins, just like beating him.
We're also ready. Like, do we have to defend ourselves now?
Yeah,
So
like we were scared. We're like, is he gonna fucking like attack us? So we're just like, hey, like, we need your keys. And he's just like, he's all drunk and fucking confused. He's like, like, whoa. He was just like, what are you doing in my
never
room?
really woke up.
He never really woke up though. So he's just like, all right, keys, right. Keys. He just like stumbles, like he fucking finds his keys in a second. I'm like, what the fuck were those things, right?
And meanwhile, I'm like, dude, we'll move your car.
Yeah. We tell him over and over again. We're like, dude, just stay in bed. We will move your car. He's like, no, dude, I got no problem. He like stumbles. He's fucking okay. Let's go. And Garrett and I are just like, put the swords away. Let's just fucking go. So we get in the car. He pulls his car forward. We jump in the car, my car. We leave. We go to Taco Bell. We get some fucking tacos. Not Taco Bell, Del Taco. That was the thing.
Oh, Del Taco.
Del Taco.
Yeah.
Much better than Taco
Yeah.
Bell, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we go eat.
Cheap as shit. Yeah.
We eat the Del Taco outside of Eli and Abraham's house. And then when we finish, we go home. And we go back. And probably we were gone for maybe, I don't know, what do you say, like 30, 40 minutes, right? So we come back. I hit the clicker. The gate rises up
To the parking garage.
to the parking garage. We drive
Is this
down.
apartment or house?
It's an apartment.
Yeah.
We drive down into the parking garage, and his car is still forward. Like he moved forward out of our spaces so that we can get out. And then we were out for like 30, 40 minutes. We came back, and his car is still in the same spot. And we were
not
just
parked.
not
in the
parked.
middle of the parking.
in the middle of the
structure.
parking
He
straight.
passed out. He passed
Yeah,
out, yeah.
like he's not in a parking space. So we just drive right back into the parking space that he previously let us out of, and then park the car. And Garrett and I are just like, what the
Actually, I
fuck?
don't think I was there.
Oh, yeah, I don't even think you were there. I think I just took
I
him
think
home
you
because it was
drove
my
Eli and
car.
Abraham home. I didn't go out yet.
Yeah, because it was my car. So I took him home. Anyway, so I park the car and I'm just like, what the fuck why is his car still there? I'm thinking like, did he fall asleep? And then I go forward and again, fucking music is blasting. Like like music's blasting and he's asleep. He's just fucking in his car.
In
Like
his car. He's just passed out.
his car's turned on too. His car's turned on, music's blasting, and he's just like this at the steering wheel with his head down. So I'm like, Ben, here we go again. Like Ben, like Ben, right? And then so I'm saying his name over and over again, and then like as the windows rolled up. So then I opened the door so I can like wake him up. And as I opened the door, I think his arm was like resting on the door. So his arm like fell off the door. And then he wakes up. He's like, ah, 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 took his foot off the brake.
Oh, fuck.
And then the car just starts driving, right? I mean, it's in gear, but like we're in a parking garage and he just woke up. He's like, ah, 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 ah. And like, I'm like, yo, hit the brakes, hit the brakes, hit the brakes. And he's just like, ah, 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 poof, poof. And just like goes into another car and crashes into the back of another car. And then he's just like, yo, what's up?
Yo,
what's up? And he just like looked at me like, what's up, man? And I was just like, you just fucking rear-ended the car. He fell asleep, dude. And he was just
He
like,
literally pulls forward to let us out, and just that amount of time.
that amount of time.
I'm good now.
Pull forward.
Yeah.
10 seconds for us to just pull out, and he was already out. Like he closed his eyes for a second and was out. Anyway, so then he was just like, he totally tried to play it off like he was chill. He's like, oh man, what the fuck? What's up? He's like, oh, okay, all right, I'll park now. And then like he like parks, and then I was like, I'm like looking at him like, dude, are you fucking for real, man? Like you just pass out so fast, and you're like crashing into cars because you're asleep while your car's turned on. And he's just like, no, I wasn't asleep. I just didn't hear you because like the music, you know. I just didn't hear you. I was like, he's fucking for real, dude. He's such an idiot. Like, oh man, fucking Ben. And then needless to say, it didn't work out with Ben. I think